injured here, 2v2 Golgotha Depths, and look at this lineup. First up, Asmon is a Techmarine, starts off range combat, can get a melee weapon, good damage output and utility, can build structures and repair. Alongside is GuruSkippy as a mech, teleporting commander that fights range combat, good damage, can build structures and repair also. Disrupt and supports. Knocked over by the Warps of Exarch of xHoLyHammerx, another teleporting commander that also fights ranged, really good for map control, harassing and generally annoying everyone. Takes the building here to troll some shooters. And rounding out red team, Toilailee is a Lord General, fights ranged, has a retinue to help him out, really good defense and support capabilities. Golgotha Depths, good 2v2 map. Both teams have a very hard to hit natural power and a natural VP as well. Central VP is contested, and all of the other power points are contested. Have one in the south, one in the center and one in the north. Teleporting commanders in the north. Techmarine versus Lord General in the south. Lord General used here to tie up those tactical marines momentarily. Guardsmen backing off. Toilailee with this sentinel already has the ground pound upgrade, and we see it there, knockback, stun and some damage, but those guys retreated so they weren't knocked back. Double shooters for GuruSkippy. xHoLyHammerx with some howling banshees going after scouts, and now after sluggers. Ordinarily banshees would handily take the sluggers, but they are supported by scouts here. Very dangerous engagement for xHoLyHammerx. Can he judge this right? Here come 3 shooter models as well. These banshees are done for, down to a single model, and xHoLyHammerx loses them. The sentinel could not get there in time to support them. Does stomp those shooters though. Any aspiring Imperial Guard players out there, watch Toilailee's Imperial Guard play. Really high level IG player, and his sentinel usage is top draw. Asmon now going for some devastators. xHoLyHammerx just with Dire Avengers now is getting some more Dire Avengers. Both GuruSkippy and Asmon hailing from France. France would have a pretty damn good Dawn of War team if Dawn of War 2 was in the Olympics or something. Probably up there alongside Germany. Sentinel waiting for his stomp to recharge, and there it is again. For those of you, perhaps new viewers, who don't know who xHoLyHammerx is, this guy was the Game Replays Open Season tournament winner for like 6 months in a row or something ridiculous like that a couple of years ago. So he's really top level Dawn of War 2 player who has recently started playing Elite, which is very good to see. Warps of Exarch taking mid, and they will get a 2-to-1. Spotters on the way for Toilailee to deal with these devastators, and they are such a hard counter for setup teams. Can really annoy them with their disruptive mortar shell and then the smoke shell. Techmarine, no sign of the mastercrafted bolter, which would be an obvious choice versus Eldar and Imperial Guard. It doesn't mean you have to get it, of course. He's spending his power elsewhere, namely on devastators, and he has a tactical marine flamer as well, really good at melting down light infantry, also buildings and units in cover and garrisons. Has a sergeant for his scouts as well, gives them a fragmentation grenade. You can see the fragmentation grenade icon on top of their head. Warp Spider Exarch forced off. xHoLyHammerx, what is he going to do? Looks like he's going straight to tier 2 with double Dire Avengers. They do both have their aspect. Huge upgrade for Dire Avengers. Health buff, damage buff, plasma grenades and shields and fleet of foot. Toilailee being very annoying, puts a multi-las turret up on blue's natural power. It's not going to last long though, and it, in fact is scuttled. Grenade on the guardsman, but they retreat out. If nothing else, it kept blue team occupied for a few seconds. Sentinel trying to get away, and does get away. Tactical Marine with their flamer have lost on model, perhaps to that Sentinel. Flamers are relatively short range. In the next update they are getting a range buff, also a cost reduction, and they will very slowly suppress. But look at this artillery shell, look how far it knocks stuff back. Here they are, 3-man squad, and there is the smoke shell. We'll be able to see, look at the effect it has on the firing arc, virtually nil. Lord General able to walk into melee the devastators, but Asmon does have Another Devastator squad with the heavy bolter suppressing those guardsmen. Sentinel needs to be very careful around setup teams. Can't be suppressed since it's a vehicle, but only has heavy armor, so it takes a lot of damage as he gets close, since it's only the one model as well. Look at the damage this Devastator is doing at this range, but it does take it down, the Sentinel. This thing's almost leveled, has done an awesome job so far, can now stomp the Techmarine as well. There we go. And Asmon retreats. Asmon, mainly known as an Eldar player, does play Techmarine quite often though. GuruSkippy, no war gear up on the mech, still level 1. In fact, all commanders are level 1 apart from this Lord General, who has the Sergeant Retinue member. You see him there with the chainsword, can hand out medical packs to heal allies.
We must reverse the course of the battle.
Usually used in conjunction with Catechans, but you can use it to support the spotters. Make sure they don't lose models, because these guys are not that cheap to reinforce as guardsmen go. There's another shell, actually knocking down the friendly XHoLyHammerx up there. Does 50 damage at its core and falls off away from the center, much like fragmentation grenades. And there's the smoke shell as well. Really good spotter usage by Toilailee early on. 376, 500, 1-to-1 cap. Red team should be able to take mid though, I think. Sentinel backed up by double guardsmen repairing it. Such a common sight for Imperial Guard. Spotters get behind this container, so they are line of sight blocked from these Orks. Just waiting for their shells to recharge. They are armed with las guns themselves, and here comes xHoLyHammerx with his double Dire Avengers. Both of them now have their Exarch. You see him there with the sword. Asmon coming in with Devastators though, and straight away the smoke shell again. Excellent retreat grenade by Asmon, almost finishes off those guardsmen, but Toilailee should be able to hold mid, forces off the Devastators with the Lord General. Lord General pretty good at tying things up in melee early on, protecting your guardsmen from range fire. He's quite difficult to take down since all of his retinue members will die before him. 356, 500, 2-to-1 cap for red, who are yet to lose a VP off of their counter. xHoLyHammerx warp spiders on the field, teleport infantry that do some serious damage in range to other infantry, can also help you versus vehicles with their haywire grenade. You might see double warp spiders from xHoLyHammerx. Can't see what else you would get, perhaps fire dragons, but I have seen him get double warp spiders before in Elite. With artillery spotters forced off, you saw them get a medipack heal there. And they're trying to take down this node, which has been double generated up by Asmon. Scouts trying to avoid that Sentinel. Devastators in this garrison, suppressing those guardsmen from long range, who are going to try and cap, or at least decap here. Here comes Scouts, what are they up to? Trying to get into retreat path. Take out a couple of models of grenade, but the guardsmen do get away, and they've almost leveled. Look at this, refractor shield, or whatever it's called, ability given to the Lord General by the Commissar retinue member. Nice to see our Lord General kitting out his retinue, we don't always see it. Now has those two stormtroopers, Sergeant and Commissar. He also has some Ogrins. Melee unit, very powerful and tough. Heavy melee as well, so they would damage all targets. Gonna meet some Orks mid. Do not have their Bonehead leader yet, so they can't use their use your red ability, which allows them to disrupt and break lines. He's on the way though. 130, it's freaking expensive. Takes them up to over 500, 120 for total cost, so these guys are not cheap. I think 450, 90 is their default cost, and then 130 for the leader. Plasma cannon on the field by Asmon, big shot on those guardsmen. Wow, artillery unit that sets up huge damage to all targets if it can hit them with the slow moving projectile. Gonna hit the Sentinel here, boom, took almost half of his hit points away. Sentinel loaded up with the missile launcher now. Frag missiles and crack missiles. Frag missiles will be used against all of this infantry that Asmon has. Tactical Marines have their sergeant, you see him there with a banner. Makes them a lot better in close combat and gives them They Shall Know No Fear ability, which makes them very tanky. You need to charge it up with damage though, you can't use it whenever you like. Center Warp Spider Exarch with those double Warp Spiders. Look at the DPS, splitting them up so they can combat the Weird Boy. An awesome grenade, and he's going to finish off this Weird Boy. That was awesome play by xHoLyHammer, and down goes the Weird Boy of GuruSkippy. He does have some stick bombers as well though, artillery unit that chuck Orky grenades, actually fighting melee, but they aren't often used that way. Has some loopers as well, and a death gun up. So lots of suppression for GuruSkippy. But is he going to be able to use it against these double Warp Spiders? There goes some sticks. Got some models, I think, or not. Didn't see any red numbers come up. Warp Spiders just about getting away with 2 models. These guys getting away with 3. But look at this, more Warp Spiders called in by xHoLyHammer's global there. The Warp Spider Exarch can call in Warp Spiders. What is this? That's a creeping barrage. Lord General's global. Really good for disruption, but all of the Orks have cleared the area already. Mech Boy now setting up. Lord General just running headlong into this death gun with that shield up. Fierce fighting over this power. Looks like Toilailee is fed up with it, and he's just going to destroy these generators for some XP. The Techmarine going for the plasma gun. He's almost level 3. Has some Stern Guard as well. Hellfire rounds loaded in. First company tactical marines that can change their ammo to combat all targets. Hellfire rounds, very good versus light infantry and commanders, giving you damage over time versus those targets. So guardsmen are not going to like them at all. 232 500. It's a 2-to-1 cap still for red. xHoLyHammer with these triple Warp Spiders, and they are doing some serious damage. Running away here though. Might see some sticks in retreat path. There we go. Can he get a model with this? No, quite unlucky not to as well. xHoLyHammer only has 1 Dire Avenger squad now. Tier 3 for blue team. Toilailee still with these Ogrins. 216 500. Full retreat by xHoLyHammer. There's some more sticks, but they miss everything. Good play by Guru. Can he come and take mid? Looks like the Mech Boy is already doing so. And blue team might get a 2-to-1 for the first time. Could they get a triple hit? Stern Guard with their Hellfire rounds. Do not want to face Ogrins though. These guys are super heavy infantry, so they will shrug off those Hellfire rounds, and they are deceptively quick as well when they get into their charge. That was Bionics. Powerful sweep by the Techmarine. It's not going to be enough to deal with Ogrins. Very surprised that he didn't go for Signum armor. Looks like he has got the plasma gun to deal with the Ogrins. Plasma damage doing very well versus super heavy infantry. Warp Spider blob gets away from the sticks. So it's Orks versus Imperial Guard now. Lord General comes in to tie up that mech and needs to teleport away or retreat. What is this? That is Stand Firm from Carapace armor. The blue effect on those Ogrins there. What was that? Huge burst of speed to get into unit coherency there. 215 473. 2-to-1 for blue. For the first time starting to take some VPs off the red counter. GuruSkippy has had a bad couple of engagements though, left only with shooters, looters and sticks. And the looters go down. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Plasma grenade from the Dire Avengers finishes them off. Asmon saying something in French, something to do with Terminators. And xHoLyHammer going for quadruple Warp Spiders. Manticore on the field for Toilailee. Heavy artillery with huge damage and range. Very, very vulnerable to any type of anti-vehicle though. Are we going to see it on this Stern Guard? Looks like we are. Asmon going to realise fast enough? No! That is devastating. Is he going to lose this squad? 3 models down. Look at the XP the Manticore got from that. 215 460. Warp Spiders need to teleport behind this Devastator. Just waiting for it to cool down. There we go. And they can tie them up in melee. xHoLyHammer now with those quadruple Warp Spiders. Good grief. Can the Plasma Dev get away? Now caught in retreat. Has 1 squad melee, 1 squad ranged. Down to 12 9 5 4 1 hit point, and they get away. Wow. xHoLyHammer should have chased there, really should have chased GuruSkippy with some flash gits, long range Dakar for the Orks. Stern Guard reinforcing. We have some Terminators on the field for Asmon. Super heavy infantry of Power Fists and Storm Bolters weighing into those Ogrins there. Ogrins are no slouch though. There's a Medipack heal. Terminators now need to be very careful and teleport away fact they lost a model. These guys inspire nearby allies to do more damage with every kill they make. But they're hightailing it away from the Ogrins right now. Huge pressure from red team. How are they going to deal with all these warp spiders? It has kept xHoLyHammerx in tier 2, using webways to get around. Here he's Ark. Flash kits with their git finders. Look at the warp spiders though. Jeez. Ogrins pushing again. Really good choice by Toilailee. These Ogrins have kept the pressure up, tying things up, disrupting things. Look how fast they are with use your red. Down goes the mech in retreat by those warp spiders. Stun God veterans with their hellfire rounds on those guardsmen. Look at all the acid stink coming off. There's a manticore. Hits the Techmarine, but he's not too bothered. Level 4. Mech boy level 2 and down. Warps for Exarch level 3 has the anti-grav grenade, and Lord General level 5 has grenade launchers. Gives him a speed buff. We have a Chimera here as well, allowing all of this infantry to reinforce off it. Also allows infantry inside to shoot out of it, making it unique among transports in that way. 214, 460, 2-1 cap. What is this? A heavy turret? Yes. Called down by the Lord General. This thing is pretty nasty. Good damage to vehicles in this default state. You can give it an executioner turret, which is good versus all targets with area of effect. It actually has vehicle armor, so you can't run up to this thing with a flamer and take it down. You need anti-vehicle weapons to deal with it. 200, 460. Some commandos on the field for GuruSkippy, and he's replaced his weird boy. 196, 460. Red team, look at the map control. Very, very dominant so far. Can blue team pull this out? Heavy turret to deal with now as well. Could teleport in the Terminators and melee with the Power Fist. Power Fists are heavy melee weapons, good versus all targets. Look at the damage these warp spiders are putting on. xHoLyHammerx with awesome micro, chaining the teleport backwards. And the Terminators that need to teleport away. 179, 460. Grenade misses everything for Asmon. Loads of guardsmen just died there. Look at the bodies. Look at the dagger from long range. Here come Ogrins now to try and put some pressure on this blob. Heavy turret still firing as well. GuruSkippy now in full retreat. Plasma Devastators are wiped out up there as well. Ogrins get a heal. Might want to run away now though, because there's a death gun in their face. Trying to back off. Where's that Chimera? It's back at the VP. Warp spiders of death forcing off the scouts. These guys, level 3 scouts. Look at the damage these Terminators they have. Their heavy flamer. Are they going to try and cleanse and flame the warp spiders? They are, and look at the damage they're taking. Teleporting a short distance to get out of there, but huge damage still. Warps for Exarch is trying to tie them up. That thing is doing insane damage to those warp spiders. They can now reinforce with this Chimera. Terminators do not lose the model and teleport out. Good choice. That heavy flamer, it looks like. Weird boy disrupting the Dire Avengers. 136, 460. Heavy turret still being a nuisance. Has quite long range with this gun. Here come the flash kits again. Level 2 already. Forcing off the Dire Avengers. That's a Manticore. Storm Eagle, I think the ability is called. Not sure why. What is this? Lord General right in Asmon's base there. And goes down. Not sure what he was trying to do. Warp spiders hunkering down around this webway gate. GuruSkippy pushing forward. Needs some support from Asmon though. Center is uncapped. It's a 1-to-1 now. Heavy turret able to hit the mech boy from there. Look at this. He has the custom force field. Awesome accessory for him. Adds to his durability greatly. These guardsmen getting gibbed. Constantly reinforcing off the Chimera though. They have their Commissar. Excellent weird boy shot. And a warp vomit there on those warp spiders. And they retreat. xHoLyHammerx just blobbing them up a bit too much there. There's a orbital. Looks like it has missed everything. Was trying to hit those warp spiders. Very unlucky to miss. heavy turret survives, and that was mostly wasted by Asmon. That could have been their chance to take down those warp spiders. 124, 460. These warp spiders starting to level, all level 2 apart from one. That is a lot of reinforcing for XHoLyHammer to do though. Here come the Terminators, they're going to force melee on the turret with those power fists, try and take it down. Guards will need to repair it quicker than that. Down it goes. Every turret is dealt with. Shotgun blast by the scouts on the Ogrins. They are not very pleased and are going after the Devastators. Take down the model, but they should get away fine. Oh, look at this, entangling web, locking those Terminators in place. And Plasma Gun Guardsman dealing some damage, take down a Terminator. Look at this. Stone Guard coming in, upgrading to something what the arrow means that they are changing their ammo type, and now they're getting in the garrison. Ogrins, level 4 Ogrins for Toilailee. 92, 460. Warp Spiders getting out of the gate. There's Love the Dakar into a Rocks. This is devastating. You cannot retreat from Love the Dakar, I don't think. Goodness. He loses 2 of his Warp Spider squads, 3 of these Warp Spider squads. One awesome move for GuruSkippy. That could bring them right back into this game. 92, 460. XHoLyHammer loses his commander as well in that. That was devastating. Lost 3 squads, 3 leveled up Warp Spider squads as well, and fully upgraded. Ogrins down to 3 models, but they are level 4. 2,500 hit points of super heavy infantry armor with melee heavy. Reinforcing off the Chimera. Here comes a battle wagon for GuruSkippy. Can he make this thing work? Super unit for Orks. Pretty good offense and can run stuff over, but it's not the toughest thing around. Has some pathing issues as well. 2,700 of vehicle armor. 92, 460, 1-to-1 cap. Can blue team capitalize? What is XHoLyHammer going to do now? He has huge resources income. Could go tier 3. He could nuke if he goes tier 3 as well. Stern Guard. Their icon seems to be stuck into this upwards arrow, so I don't know what ammo they are using. 92, 460. They are capping mid, and they will cap fast because they are tactical marines. Manticore on their face though. Can they tank it? Just about capping in time and run away without even taking a hit. Devastators did take a hit though. 92, 456. Blue team have the 2-to-1. Can they hold on for what would be an awesome victory? Look at the bodies on this VP. Mostly guardsmen, a few Orks chucked in there, and some scouts too, I see. Kicking off north. Mech Boy guarding this uncapped power. Dire Avengers trying to take back that natural wreck. XHoLyHammer is going tier 3. Toilailee with a heavy weapons squad armed with a las cannon, perhaps to put pressure on this battle wagon. Will also do very well versus the Terminators, since Terminators are a large unit type. Anti-vehicle weapons will hit them with 100% accuracy. Won't snare them though, a las cannon. Assault squad on the way for Asmon. What is XHoLyHammer going to do? The obvious choice would be to get a bunch of fire prisms on the field. We'll see what he goes for. Toilailee still in tier 2. Quite an expensive tier 2 he had with Ogrins, Manticore and Chimera. Especially constantly reinforcing these Ogrins. Ogrins really are expensive with their boned leader. Battle wagon is haywired and now runs into an Eldritch Storm. And Eldritch Storm is incredibly effective versus vehicles, hard stunning them and doing tons of damage. Look at that. Finishes off the battle wagon almost single-handedly. Didn't get to do much, did it? Look at the state of the central VP. Look at the bodies piled up. 92, 402. Blue team still hanging on here. Cleansing Flame on the VP from these Terminators. Orks running into it. Not the smartest of Xenos. Chimera backing off. Guardsman are shooting the Techmarine, I can talk correctly, and he runs away. Level 4 Guardsman, almost 2,000 hit points these guys. with both their squad leaders, and Holy Hammer is getting a fire prism. There's a Manticore on the Stern Guard. That is devastating. He's going to lose the Stern Guard. Ouch. Not sure what level they are, but I'm assuming at least level 2 or 3. They were around for a while, and Asmon apparently could not retreat. Oh, it was because it was an anti-grav grenade. Holy Hammer knows how he feels. Yeah, tell that to my spiders, he says. 92,355. Double cap for blue. Nob squad on the field for Guru. Holy Hammer might want to get another fire prism to help him deal with the nobs. Really good disruption from this thing. Ogren's still around. We'll be able to use them as a kind of roadblock for the nobs, also to disrupt with use your red. Here come some assault marines. Jump troops with bolt pistols and chainswords. The sergeant has a power sword, but they are locked in place by entangling web. Las Cannon getting shots on his terminators there. Ogren's in amongst them. Level 4 Ogren's will give them a pretty good fight with their power fists. If it was lightning claw terminators, it would be a different matter, of course. There's Love the Dagger from those commandos, the unit that set up that awesome nuke from GuruSkippy. Still see the husk of the battle wagon there. Here comes the fire prism from Holy. Really nice fire support for Eldar, disrupting those nobs with the first hit. They use frenzy to avoid damage from the Manticore. I don't think it targeted them anyway. 92,311. I'm going to say it again. Look at these bodies in mid. Blue team hanging on. Techmarine now has the orbs of the Omniscience. Can he get this thing off? Throws it, misses everything. Drains energy from infantry and also totally shuts down vehicles. Guardsmen just about getting away there. How many of these have died? Devastators set up on this raised platform. Level 4 Devastators. How often do you see that? Librarian now on the field for Asmon. Support Subcommander for Space Marines. Getting the Tome of Time. Gives them the Veil of Time ability, boosting speed and removing setup team from a unit. Might use it to synergize with the Terminators, allow them to get into range quickly and use Cleansing Flame. Middle is still blue. Holy Hammer now has an Avatar of Cain on the way. 92,276. Toilailee still stuck in tier 2. Constantly reinforcing those Ogryns and stuff. Ogryns running away here. Not sure what that was. I think a drop pod to reinforce the Devastators that were there, but he lost them in a way. Assault squad still charging around. No sign of them being upgraded to Vanguard veterans. Toilailee, is he going to go tier 3? He would have a nuke if he did. 92,257. Warp Spiders fleeing from these commandos. Level 4 commando squad. Do not have their Nob leader though. Terminators forcing melee on the fire prism. Power Fist will make short work of it. Can they finish it off? Yes, they can. Must have been snared by this melter bomb. Yes, it must have been. Was moving very slowly there. That's how fragile vehicles can be in Dawn of War 2. 92,240. Still a 2-to-1 cap. Can blue team get a triple hit? Or at least a double. There's a Manticore strike. Needs to be very careful. Terminator's this close. Here come Ogryns now, going straight after that assault squad. There's Use Your Red disrupting them. Gonna take down at least one model, you would think. Yes, down goes one. Librarian is in there, might turn on him. Librarian retreats just in time. That was the powerful sweep, I think, was it? No. Where is the Techmarine? Oh, it was the powerful sweep, it's right there. 92,220. Was this overextension by Asmon because his Terminators are getting chased down now? Should he have pushed into base like that? Ogren's chasing them. Can they get another model? Here comes Scouts with a shotgun blast. Boom. Suppressing those Ogryns and knocking back 2 of them. This one was not knocked back because it was in the middle of a special attack animation. And the Terminators are saved. Here come Assault Marines just in case they need to jump, but they don't. 92,201. Here is the Avatar of Cain for Holy Hammer, but can he support it effectively? Taking a lot of damage already. There's a looted tank. There is phase shift on the nobs. And you can time this correctly to do some serious damage There is the Wailing Doom. Warp Spider goes down, and there it is. Huge amount of damage to those knobs, but they should all get back up. What is this? That was a reinforcement drop, I think, from the Lord General. He must be in this Chimera. Ogryns against knobs, and they forced them off, but there's Love the Dagger again. Commanders get away. 92, 191. Can Red Team cap mid now? Here comes Asmon to keep the pressure on. And he has 2 Terminator squads. Here is the second Terminator squad. Avatar going after them. Avatar giving damage resistance and suppression immunity to surrounding allies. This is this blue buff you can see around those guardsmen as they run away. But it's quite isolated here, the Avatar. Looted tank getting a bit too close. Terminators teleport out. There's Wailing Doom. Misses everything. Holy Hammer now has a D cannon. And here it comes. Artillery unit with huge range and damage. Its artillery shot is also instant, much like the Zone Throat spot, with way more range and damage. Can also use the Singularity, of course. 92, 172, and here is a Singularity. GuruSkippy needs to split up and move away from it. Doesn't do much to vehicles, but it sucks in infantry like that, and it does a huge amount of damage. The Terminator will be fine though. The remaining Warp Spiders are level 4 with their aspects, which gives them that Haywire Grenade, and they're going to try and cap mid now. Avatar needs to be very careful. Down to just over 2,000 hit points. 92, 157. But Toilailee has another Manticore. He should go tier 3 surely. Has more than enough resources and has over 700 red. 92, 156. Here come these ever-present Ogryns. Have done really well. Look at the bodies mid. Manticore strike on the central VP. Hits the Terminators. All 4 missiles hit them, but they survive. Now Ogryns coming in. They need to teleport away. Can they teleport though? These are the first squad with that heavy playman. The Ogryns are going to finish off those Terminators. Down they go. Here come the assault squad. Where's these other Terminators? They are here, and they have their default weapon still. D cannon forced off. Avatar being chased by knobs. There is Wrath of Cain, but he's not going to survive. Just one more hit from the knob squad, and it's going to go down. There it is. Grenade couldn't even save them. Knobs retreat, having done their job. Fire Prism number 2 on the way for Holy Hammer. Another heavy turret, this time with the Executioner Cannon. Rapid firing plasma cannon, basically. Really nasty. Manticore strikes galore. Almost finishing off his own turret there. Terminators down to 2 models. Warp Spiders trying to keep the pressure on them. Down goes the turret, taken out by the looted tank. Level 2 with reinforced plating. But it's going to be finished off by the Haywire Grenade. Awesome thinking by Holy Hammer. And the Warp Spiders get away with a single model. Here's the Fire Prism 92, 146, 1-to-1 cap. Another heavy weapon team from Toilailee. Really doesn't want to go tier 3, does he? Rocket Run could be a game winner in this game. Here comes that Fire Prism. Mech Boy is capping mid. Looks like this shield of his is giving knockback immunity because that Fire Prism didn't knock him back there. Here's a Manticore strike. He also has the battery pack. Level 6 mech. Just teleports out of the Manticore and keeps capping. Here's that Chimera, almost level 4 Chimera. How often do you see that? Flash gets level 4, doing some crazy long range damage with those shooters. Disrupted by the Fire Prism. Stick Bombers still around. It's level 4 Stick Bombers. It's everything level 4 in this game. 92, 146, 2-to-1 cap for blue. More knobs on the way for GuruSkippy. Knobs here thrown into the Fire Prism. D cannon needs to be very careful. Takes the building. Assault Marines jumping in. Can they get their Melter Bomb? There it is. That is going to snare and damage the Fire Prism, but looks like it's far enough away to survive. Look how much damage that Melter Bomb did. Good grief on front armor. Level 4 Ogryns going after the Knob squad. Level 1 Knobs. Ogryns using User Red, but there is Frenzy, and here comes some support. Melter Gun, Techmarine. Level 9 Techmarine, and that Melt will be doing bonus damage to super heavy infantry, so those Ogryns need to be very careful. And there is Orbs on the Chimera. Can he finish it off with the Melter Gun now? Doing 75 damage per shot to this vehicle since it's a Melter. One more shot, down it goes. Sorry, Nobs in there helping as well. Here comes that fire prison being repaired by the Dire Avenger Exarch. 92-130. Mech Boy knocked back. There's level 4 Weird Boy. Lord General is level 10 for Toilailee. Warps of Exarch level 6. Manticore strike again. The Manticores really have been awesome for Toilailee. Are they level 4 as well? Level 3 and level 1? No, they aren't. We have the Beamy Death Gun for the mech. Awesome anti-vehicle weapon. Fire Prism needs to be careful. Look at the damage. Took half of his hit points. Couldn't get another shot off though, or perhaps he can. Has the custom force field up. Might get a rear armor shot, and it does, and down goes the Fire Prism. Vehicles have such a hard time in Dawn of War 2. Seer Council on the field. Don't see these guys around very often. Powerful power melee troops that leap into melee combat, going after these Nobs now, but they're using Frenzy. They might take them down because the Nobs are down to about half health and only level 1. Here comes the mech to get a heal off, I think. There it is. Warp Spiders helping, and Nobs forced off by the Seer Council. Can these guys change the game? All of the Eldar commanders can now purchase these guys from the HQ in Elites. Let's have a look at mid. 92-117. Those Ogrins still stomping around. Assault Squad level 3 in serious trouble. Don't want to fight these guys in melee for long. Still a 1-to-1 cap. Red team capping mid. It's the Lord General, level 10 Lord General doing it. Anti-grav grenade on the Nobs. Still some awesome presence of mind from these high level players to use their abilities at the right time. Seer Council might go down though in retreat, and I think they will. One more hit. Rocks on the central VP. Seer Council get away. There is the Rocks. Almost wipes out those Warp Spiders who teleport out with one model. And looks like most of the stuff survived. There is some serious destruction around this VP though. 92-113. Tier 3 for Toilailee finally. Is he going to be able to get there in time? Almost has 500 red. He spent it on that turret, I think. Perhaps a creeping barrage here and there. 92-113. Going to be a 2-to-1 for blue. There it is. And the red team concede. Was that a premature concede? Holy Hammer was bled a hell of a lot. Had to reinforce his Warp Spiders and his Seer Council. But Toilailee still had level 4 Ogrins, double Manticores, and he was going tier 3. Did have Terminators and double Nobs to deal with though, so perhaps it wasn't premature. But there you have it, an awesome 2v2. Blue team were decapping res natural as well. Some awesome play, insane amounts of death. The nuke on those Warp Spiders is what turned it, obviously. Holy Hammer did his best to come back but couldn't quite do it. Thanks for watching guys, I will see you next time.